is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Monday Halls Live. Tonight we got a full panel. We got a bunch of books to show you. Just a couple of quick reminders before we get into that. You are watching the Carl's Collects Comics channel. We've got three different shows that we do on a weekly basis. Monday Halls Live, which is Mondays at 10 p.m. Central. This is our weekly web series where we show off our hauls, our mail calls, and our local comic pickups that have come from the past week to week and a half. We've got a bunch of stuff to show off tonight. On Wednesday nights, we do the giveaway show. That's also at 10 p.m. Central, and that's a rotating panel with with different hot topics within the comic community. This Wednesday night, we're going to be talking about our picks for upcoming MCU announcements. D23 is just a week and a half away, so we can't wait to share our thoughts on what's going to be revealed at this year's D23/Disney Plus Day. Then also on Fridays, we've got Friday features. These are usually every other week. Top 10 lists, creator interviews, other special videos that we do. One of those special video series that we did this past spring was Comic Collecting for Beginners. It's a 4-part video series for new comic collectors. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I highly recommend it because there are a lot of cool tips and tricks and hints for you as you get started in this hobby that we all love. And we are glad for those who have had a chance to watch it. Make sure and drop a like and a comment on those videos because it is one of our most popular video series on the channel. But hey, we're getting ready to go ahead and reveal those who are here for the Monday Halls Live show. First up, I want to welcome the man with the knowledge, the true guy who knows it all. He's got stacks upon stacks of books coming in on a regular basis. It is MT.
Oh, I thought we were going to professional.
MT. MT, hey to everybody.
Hey, good to see everybody. Super excited that you're here for Monday Halls. We got some cool books to show you all. I'm glad you are with us. I'm wearing my Captain America shirt, so Paul can't tell everybody I live in Canada. So I've got to represent here.
You know, he's got some people believing that.
Yeah,
damn Canadian. You keep it quiet, Canadian.
All right, next up, the future Batman himself, Jen.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jen?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm not Canadian either. So let's
You're
get
not professional neither.
Huh? Was that Paul? All right. All right. So hey, no bad names to Canada. I like Canada. I'll be Captain Canadian. Anyways, let's get the show started. I'm pretty excited about the show, and thanks for joining us on Carlos Collects Comics, greatest channel on Monday. Anyways, so let's get this going.
Paul Comics has
He
got
skated
the
the edge
greatest,
right there.
the greatest Halls box opening of all.
Yo, so I made a
You're
special
German. All right,
appearance tonight.
Yes.
Everybody talks about the thing that happened in C2E2, but in this packaging right here, I have what almost divided the comic book community. A civil war almost happened.
Man, I want to see
But
this.
I will reveal this tonight.
Ooh.
All
We
right.
are on the edge of
All
our
right.
seats.
Well, hey, what's up, everybody? It is I,
Hey,
Carlos
Amelia
Collects
Jane.
Comics. I'm excited to be here
Emily.
with you guys. Wanted to make sure that I came on. I am in the downstairs office tonight because my back is out completely, down for the count.
Oh, Miss
And,
Collects
it's
must put
gonna
her
be-
hands on you again, huh?
She threw me around, man. She said, you didn't sell enough comics and you spent too much money on autographs. So she just, so I got to
Uh-oh.
keep an eye out because if she hears me talking,
You're going to come in.
she's going to come in.
She not even
You're
got
gonna
this
come in
far
with
to
a
go.
frying pan.
Old henpecked Carlos.
But yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm mainly going to be showing some of the books that I still had downstairs. I still have that huge, massive stack of Submariner books I got in my first ever MT eBay lot. I can't wait to share those with you, but I'll have to push that until next week. Maybe I'll be able to go up the stairs next week. But for tonight, I'm going to show off some books I got signed and some other cool convention pickups that I totally didn't go for, but I'm really glad that I got them. So, hey, we're going to go ahead and get it started. I'm going to toss – oh, wait, you know what? Hey, It's
I
not
thought you were showing
complete
some books.
it's not complete without doing some shout outs.
Yes.
So let's see. L Green Machine, what's up? It's good to see you. Glad that you're here joining us. Mr. Collector, what's up? Glad that you're here as well. For Pete Sake, I see Michael's Comics 54 in the hanging out in the chat. Mike Lofton, what's up? Mr. Nash, there he is, propping up Canada. Yeah, we did let Paul come on. Hey there, what's up, Emily? Good to see you here, Mr. Nash. She did. She let me come downstairs just for tonight. But she told me if I get too loud, she's going to come in here and turn me off. So, and 4Pete needs to take notes from Mr. Jekyll. Probably do. But hey, let's go ahead and dive into the hauls that we've got for this week, and let's start it off with MT. MT, what you got for us?
Okay, I have a small stack of cold opens that I'll probably get to next round, so I can at least prep them to be opened. I'm gonna start with a really cool, obscure book I didn't even know really existed. This is a Joe Kubert cover, right? It's not in the greatest grade, but as you can tell, we've got Marvel and DC on the cover of this, right?
Wait, what? Oh, nice.
Joe Kubert cover. And what this is this has got like all the things, all the marketing stuff that they sell. Like there's buttons, t-shirts, airplanes, like all the really collectible toys people pay big bucks for nowadays, right? But Joe Kubert, as you know, is a very popular artist. He used to like have the ads for the drawing school, but there you've got the action figures, the toys, you got the VW.
That is awesome.
Didn't his son's like in art too, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right.
But there's some like really cool, and it's pretty much all comic book toys where DC and Marvel coexist within the same pages. I think there's an allegory there for our modern world there somewhere, right? We can all get along. There was like really cool posters. Remember all the glow in the dark posters and stuff like that? Yeah. So I had a really good time. Oh, this is something in particular that I collect other than comic books is vintage t-shirts. Really about the only place to find them that you're not going to pay a fortune for them is at thrift stores.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done this, but I've got quite a collection of 70s and 80s t-shirts. And most of them don't fit me anymore, but hey, I still have them, right? I guess I don't wear them out. But anyways, I had a really good time going through this. It was just really, it's probably not worth anything, but a trip down memory lane and to kind of see some of the toys and stuff. And it was Marvel and DC together. So you get your little spider utility belt.
That is awesome. Oh, the spider handcuffs. That is awesome.
Spider cuffs. Well, each their own, right?
So how did real quick? So did you go looking for that, or was that part of a lot, or like?
I bought like a $50 box to support rescuing dogs.
Nice.
Money went towards dog rescue, so like I could care less what came in it.
Nice.
So that was one of the books that came in it, and I'd never heard of it, never seen it before. And it was probably my favorite book out of the whole box. So, which also came with a couple one of these. I do love these comics, right? And this comes out of the 80s, right? Back when good old Team America, right? Back when like America was like its people. And we were all kind of in it together, and we were being awesome together. I kind of miss a lot of that stuff because too much we think of America as the government or political parties, and whatnot. And at least growing up, we didn't think of it that way. And this was an extremely diverse cast in Team America. I'm sure this would get highly ridiculed today, but it was a cool book. This is a series I've been talking with Michael about because it was my introduction to Alex Ross, right? Alex Ross is an extremely prolific artist that had extreme realism in his art, right? And when I was very early on when I started collecting comics heavily in like 2006 to 2008, he came out with this series where it was Project Superpowers, where he was taking Golden Age heroes and bringing them back. And he wrote these stories, oversaw the production, did art on the interior pages. I really love Black Terror. I'm trying to find some Golden Age comics of his. The Devil was huge in this. So I got the whole run, and they were cheap. You could buy them for $1. The first ones that came out. So these are the heroes that are in that. The Arrow, Target, and again, these came out of the Golden Age. You've got American Spirit, the Scarab, which was a very cool early African American character from the Golden Age.
Wow.
The Mighty Samson, Masquerade, Pyro Man.
Well, that's cool.
Had electricity, but the Devil, who was kind of like the main character in all this, he was like the most badass hero, the most successful. He was kind of like the Thor or the Superman type character. And then obviously the Black Terror was my favorite, which people don't realize. This is why we have the Punisher. Came from this character out of the Golden Age, called the Black Terror. He even had a little kid sidekick, funny enough. My march on to getting at least two copies of every Bronze Age horror sci-fi book in these little known titles. I got another copy of the first appearance of Sting from Old Subby, one of my all-time favorites. Astonishing Tales with It. This ran for a couple issues. It had It on the cover. Good old Thongor, right? We're talking He-Man, Conan days. So there was a bunch of these barbarian type heroes that came out. The Invisible Man.
Nice.
Kind of literary favorite, right? Supernatural thrillers. Also, this is Adventures into Fear, which also had the Man Thing in it. Also had Morbius as well. Let me show just a couple more here. I think I've showed a couple runs of these. Nothing pains me more than seeing high grade comic books being delivered without boards and bags. But such is my life. I think I showed a run of these before. I got a whole nother run of Worlds Unknown, the whole series.
Are you trying to build a run?
Yeah, I've got the whole run. I'm trying to get it in triplicate now.
Oh wow!
I've been buying a lot of these. Like I said, if you like Submariner, you want a really low cost, easy to get in. You can get a 4-issue complete set of Prince Namor the Submariner. One of my all-time favorite Submariner covers right here. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Mm-hmm.
You can get this for like $20 for 4 issues in high grade. It's a great self-contained story with some phenomenal cover art. Real nice entry-level Submariner book. I'll show one more clip here, and then I will turn it over. I showed this on my IG. I had collected this is back when I was buying variant covers, all the variants to the Ultimate series. And this was one that had always eluded me for whatever reason. This is the 1 in 15 Ultimate Avengers 2. This is the Ghost Rider cover. Sweet cover, but took me, 12 years to finally get that one, but I did. This Chamber of Darkness, keep an eye out for this, gang. I've been buying this basically in any grade. This has the prototype to Conan the Destroyer, Conan the Conqueror. The prototype for Conan appeared in this particular off name number 4 Chamber of Darkness. It's a backstory in this. Very collectible book. On with the march into the Bronze Age horror. I'm not a big horror fan, big science fiction guy. There's a lot of crossover in some of these. Your Crypt of the Shadow. And I'll tell you, it has been a struggle to find these books in the higher grades, especially full run. There's another Weird Wonder Tale. This is another run I'm struggling to put together. This went for a little bit higher, couple more issues. Boy, there's 2 comic books in there. There's this. Oh, look at that! How cool is that? Little lizard people. It looks like the guy from what is it? Starship Fighter, where the kid plays the video game, and the alien comes down and gets him because he had the high score in the video game in the trailer park.
Oh yeah. Last Starfighter.
Last Starfighter.
Yeah, Last Starfighter.
Yeah.
Somebody knows their pop culture. Somebody did ask me about this book. Unfortunately, it is low grade. This is First Doctor's Son. And then I got a couple Werewolves by Night. I'll be hanging on to for Halloween. Here's another run I'm trying to fill out, Frankenstein's Monster. Not necessarily a big Frankenstein fan, but it's a series that I think he appears in so many titles. He was in X-Men, he was in Avengers, he was in The Invaders, he was in a Defender story. I mean, Frankenstein got around. Frank had some friends, man. And then just another Morbius, who kind of, after his movie tanked, I guess kind of fell off a cliff for desirability for his comics. But
it's Morbin time.
I will pass it along because I am waiting on bated breath to see Paul Comics open up his magical delivery. So
I want to see that.
Move it along. Come back next round. I'll do some cold opens.
All right, cool. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and jump in right now and show off a couple of books that I picked up. So shout out to Eastern Rim Con. That's a small convention here in the greater Houston area in Baytown, Texas. It was being held at Goose Creek Memorial High School. This turned out to be a really fun convention. Got to connect with a lot of people, see a lot of comic community friends. And so I was really, just thought it was a really neat one. I also got to meet get a couple of exclusives. So an artist by the name of Vo Win was there. He had a booth set up. He's also a convention director for a couple of his own conventions. Shout out to them as well. One of them is Giganticon in Kaleen, Texas. But he did this variant cover for issue number 263. This was a Greater Austin Comic Con cover, and so I saw it. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it, and so then he signed it down here, but then he also did this really sweet Snake Eyes remark up here on the top. So he was doing this for everybody that got one, and he was next in the booth next to Tone Rodriguez, and I said, hey, that's a really cool cover, Snake Eyes cover. I'm a G.I. Joe fan, so I picked this up. Our good friends at there was a couple of books that were exclusives for good friends of ours at Dork Buzz. They do CGC facilitation. They also sell a ton of slabs. Make sure and give them a follow on Instagram, dork_buzz, and then also Dork Buzz over on Facebook. But they had this cover. This was their store exclusive for Muffy the Pimp Slayer #1. And this one is the cool thing about this one is it is quadruple signed. I think there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think there's 4 signatures on this one. And they had it, just a really cool looking cover. I haven't read it. I don't know if it's an After Dark book or not. I may take a look at it and see, but just thought it was cool and also wanted to support Dork Buzz with this one. Last one from the convention or the second one for Dork Buzz was also so the brother of the owner of Dork Buzz had his first published cover art for Detour Comics The Hunt issue #2. Just such a cool, moody cover. He signed it right there. A nice copper to complement the title. Definitely want to support them and give them a shout out. So this is cool. Yeah, it's from The Detour. It's The Hunt #2. I'm looking forward to sitting down and reading this one. I found some really cool quality independent comic books. Last I'll show in this round is this was a very special gift from somebody. The generous spirit is catching on to him. And so Paul was very nice and gave me this copy of G.I. Joe number 117, which means
Nice.
this will be a gift. I need to have him sign it for me.
Yeah, so what it is that when Destro has the gold, and then it's also a newsstand, which he didn't inform y'all, so I'm sorry about that.
So Destro gets some gold.
Right. Gets the gold helmet. And I had that action figure too. So this brings back good memories. So thank you, Paul, for that one. All right. So I'm going to keep it moving right along to
My brother, Ben G.I. Joe.
Future Batman. What you got for us?
All right, guys. I got a lot of really cool things this week. I got to see my buddies Paul and Carlos Collects. I was actually at Dork Buzz's booth. I was witnessing CGC
doing nothing.
signatures and
Sleeping on the job.
The Pimp Slayer. He also released a metal book for that. Also, I'll also show you that one. They only made like 10 of those, so he gave me one of those back at Comic Palooza. He only had, I think, 3 at his table. So while I was at the convention, Paul surprised me with this book. He didn't give it to me with the bag and board, so I had to go find one. But this is a very crisp and clean copy.
Selfish people.
I'm just joking, guys. Paul's a very very good guy. He's like if we were Megazords, he would be like the Zordon or the Spirit that brings us all together or whatever, or he'd be Alpha 5. But anyways,
I just gave you that because that's a duel to the death of Iceman and Doom.
Well, he knows how much I love Doom and Doom covers, and I thought this was just an awesome cover. So
thanks, Mike Bravo. It's just unselfish unprofessionalism, boy. You give them something, boy. They want everything. What,
No,
didn't have a Mylar.
Yeah, I wanted a Mylar, Paul. You give me that book in a Mylar. This came in. I was trying to make sure I kept it all. I'd like double put it. I put it in a double plastic or whatever, but I'm pretty happy with the condition that it's at.
Nice.
It's just very clean. I'm gonna have to send this into Drew. There is maybe like one tick on here or two, but it's not like you can't really see it. Yeah, it's not like you can't really like see it. They're just like, you see that one right there. There's that one right there, and then there's like one right there. But yeah, I would say it's about a 9.4, maybe a 9.6. We'll see. I only paid like about $300 for this one, guys. I got lucky.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a steal. I ended up getting this one also. I'm not sure if I showed this. This came like after last week's, but this is basically signed by Stan Lee. It is a reprint of the Rhino, but here's what the crazy thing about this book is, guys. I had to pull the trigger on this, especially for the price. I only got this for like $100. I saw it, sniped it, just got it. So when you open this up, voila, it's a Mark Jeweler.
What?
It's a Mark Jeweler, man. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to give this definitely to Drew because there are some, there's some ticks, of course. There's some ticks right there, but if he can fix this up,
don't send it to CGC.
Mr. Edwin, I know how you feel about CGC, but But I would definitely send that Mark Jeweler to CGC just so I don't damage the book and shelf life, all that. At least with it being put in a in a containment system or whatever, I don't have to worry about it as much. But if I decide to sell it, it gives me a value of the book, unless So that was one thing, and then it's crazy how MT and I are always looking for the same stuff, but this also came in too. So I'm also collecting those because again, Submariner and all that. Like Submariner is my second favorite Marvel character, and anything with Subby, especially stuff like this, it's gonna catch my attention. But I think one of these is a Mark Jeweler. I think I can't remember which one, unless if it's the other one.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have a Mark the Jeweler Subby.
Yeah, there you go. This one is the Mark Jeweler one. So this one would be the Mark Jeweler issue number 2 for Subby. Yeah, I had to pull the trigger on this one, and I'm just trying to up my game on some of these books that I've been keeping my eye on. But there's so many, guys. There's so many of them out there. I'm not even sure if this is a... Let me see. This one right here is... Sometimes they'll tell you if it's a second print or a first print. Did you guys know that there's a second print of Black Panther out there that's actually more rare than the first print?
Yeah,
there is.
Yesterday. Yeah.
It's I'm just letting you guys know there's a lot of cool stuff out there. Just got to keep your eyes out for them, and they are a lot harder to get in those grades. And I ended up getting this one also. It's Captain America 367. It's it's Magneto, and on top of
wow,
Red
that's
Skull.
a crazy cover. I
love that cover. That Acts of Vengeance that Acts of Vengeance crossover was a really underrated crossover series.
There's something about yellow backgrounds that make a comic pop.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly sure what that is, but
especially because of Magneto being, red and purple, that yellow makes him look just. This cover is very beautiful, and it's. If I was to rate this, guys, again, I'll probably have to give this to tracks to Niche Worldwide. I would have to give this to them and go from there. But yeah, this right here, this is also a Mark Jewelers. Also, this is a light blue Mark Jewelers.
Oh wow!
Got that one. That came in. Then I got a steal on this, guys. This is another thing that I got. This is a Savage She-Hulk 9/6. This is actually for my fiance. I told her afterwards that I bought it for her. So we watched episode 1 of.
How that works? I gotta try that trick. Hey, I bought
so here's what I did, guys. I got this one, right? I'm gonna keep my voice down. I want her to come in here and beat my ass. So I got her this one, but I also got myself this one. So I got 2 copies. Now one is hers and one's gonna be mine. I'm not sure what the grade is on this one's gonna be.
That's not how it works when you get married. Sure.
But this one needs a press right up here. But there are no dings on here. There's no dings. It's also white cover too, so it's near crisp. When I asked the guy, he said that with a few cleaning press, it could come back a 9.8. So if I can get this back at a 9.8, I'm probably gonna just keep it. I mean, Stan the man's not alive anymore. But I definitely got that one right there.
That was his last. Oh no, I think Ravage 2099 was his last one, wasn't it?
The last one. Created was Ravage 2099, right?
Yeah. So that one, I think he did that story too.
I got a few others that I could show off, but we're gonna go switch off to Paul and then we'll come back around for another round or so.
What we've
There
all
he
been
is.
waiting
Go
to
ahead, Paul.
see.
All right,
All
Paul.
right. So I'm showing my Comic-Con haul, and then my next round will be the Civil War unboxing. Right.
Paul told me he had a great con actually. Found
Yeah.
some great
So
stuff.
I got some good stories on the other ones, but this one's just a nice one little spot I went to. He gave me all these books in case I was getting this
Those are
JSA.
great covers. That whole run.
Yeah, so Hawkman's gonna be in the Black Adam, but yeah, beautiful Alex Ross. I gotta get some more bags and boards, but the weather's been crazy. So all of you see on this one, incredible Hercules.
It's incredible.
Nice.
I think he's fighting the man hand or the thing or
He's
whatever you call
fighting
it.
Atlas in that one.
Got another one.
Atlas, the guy who holds up the world.
He just
Yeah.
looks in shock.
That's
One of
awesome.
his labors.
Yep.
So I also got this one was an Emperor Scroll or something like that, Lord Scroll, King Scroll,
The Skrull God. That is
Scroll
one
God. There you go. That's his
of
cover.
the greatest Hercules story ever told, and one of the greatest stories.
And I got this one, Captain and MI-13 15. This is the last issue, but anything with Blade on the cover, I'm getting it. So
Super low print count, that book.
yeah, that's the last issue. I got this one because people they can read this one. So these Marvel milestones, I've been grabbing these.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
X-Men 1, and I got 51 New Avengers.
Which is first Brother Voodoo as Sorcerer Supreme.
No, I think it's this. And I got this is where Brother Voodoo becomes Sorcerer Supreme on this one.
Nice.
What's the other one? First Dark Avengers.
No, it's just a 50 goes with the. And then I got this one. This was pretty cool, but from the New Comic Book Day. This is after Ditko. What's it? After Steve Ditko.
After Ditko. It's kind of like after.
Yeah, that was a cool one. I saw that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I had to grab it. So then I went to another spot and found a couple of nice books that I've been looking for. So I have Spider-Man 234, but you can see Spot on the cover. This one gained traction once they announced Spot. I think that's the newer modern version of him. Miles Morales villain. I picked that one up and put it right here. Got this one right here, 205. I think the Nova Corps. This one.
Nice.
Is that what we decided, Paul? That was first Nova Corps? First appearance?
I think so, but I'm not sure. But I got this one. A lot of people ain't been picking these up, but yeah, One Shot, the Illuminati. Anytime I see it, I'm picking it up.
That was a huge Wizard World Weekly hot book for months.
Yeah, so I don't think they're done with them. And then my friend MT had one of these, so I saw one and grabbed it. She all just getting kicked in the face.
Dang.
Getting the boots taken to her.
And who's kicking her?
She started.
I have no idea, but he's my idol because that's what you can't do that in 2022. You'll go to jail. Never mind. I don't want to start.
She started banging on about the patriarchy.
And I found this one in the box. So Ultimatum Number One. I've been looking for this book.
Oh wow.
Ooh, yes, absolutely. Get it, people. Don't read the last issue. Otherwise, great series.
And then I found one of these. Kind of funny, but Avengers Academy.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, that's a slept-on book right
Red
there.
Skull's kid. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a variant cover, right? Or is that the A cover?
No, that's
the A cover.
That's the A cover.
That's the A cover. Yeah.
And
I'll tell you, so many of those were in back issue.
Any Black Knights, I've been picking them up too. So this
Nice.
is a newsstand one.
Absolutely. They're all newsstands, Paul.
Oh, they are? Oh,
Yep.
shit. Okay. Well, then I don't know. I got another one newsstand. And this one right here. Couldn't believe I found it in the box, but yeah.
Yeah, tell people what that one is.
So this is the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy. I had
Who becomes
Jen
what?
and Carlos seen the other book I had, but I gave it to Trax to press and clean for me. They were like, that was the find of the week. But that's what I do.
People may not know who Cletus Cassidy is. Who's Cletus Cassidy?
Oh, he becomes Carnage. So then I went to the signing part. I had a few books. Luckily, I'll tell you the second one. The second one's pretty cool. But I got Deadpool versus Carnage #1 signed by Glenn Fabry. Yeah, so he's from England. He's a pretty cool guy. I think he did Preacher, Judge Dredd. Before this, there's a picture of
Bane's cover.
Yeah, Bane. Yup, Bane.
He was part of the British invasion.
The funny part was that he was doing a remark of Preacher. This guy brought in next to me. If you see the picture, next to me, the guy had 2 shirts, and he was getting him to remark Preacher on them. So I was just waiting, and I was like, I just want a signature. I don't want you to do anything. But yeah, he signed it right here. Talked to him, pretty fun guy. So that one was pretty cool. And then this one's really cool. So I went and luckily I got this before some tirade guy came in with a short box and had him sign all kinds of Black Lightning stuff. I think he had like 120 books. I'm like, what the? So anyway, I got this one. This is second Zemo signed by Tony Isabella. And the funny story on this one is I asked him because there's 2 credits in the first page. It's Roy Thomas and him. And I asked him, why is he credited with this book? He told me that on this issue particularly, Roy Thomas was supposed to do it, but he had the plot set up and all that. And he said that he called him because he had another project to work on, and he told Isabella, do you want to finish this? So he said the first 2 pages are Roy Thomas and the rest are his story. So I thought that was pretty cool. He was talking about it. He was all excited, and then all of a sudden this tirade guy with a whole short box of stuff having him sign. He looked like a machine. He was just signing them all. And the guy was laughing the whole time. I won't say no names, Carlos collects. But yeah, so luckily I got this before he got there, so pretty cool meeting him. And he was telling me he had a whole bunch of stuff in the works for Black Lightning, but that was cool. Yeah, that's all I have for this round. Then join me on the next round where the Civil War unboxing.
Okay, all right. You're gonna let the anticipation build.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. So let's bring it back around to MT. MT, you got any cold opens ready for us?
I do. Cold opens, I usually take a portion of my deliveries that arrived on my porch today. Usually, at least some of the deliveries. I get a lot of deliveries every day, and no matter what, there's always a dreaded yellow envelope, it seems. So,
yeah, you are right. Mississippi, there was a record reprint of that book, yo. There was a comic book with a record.
It came between cardboard and inside of another envelope, so at least it wasn't too terrible. But we're going to see what this is. I don't know what this book is. We're going to find out together if I'm going to be disappointed or not. We will find out together. Well, first off, good sign. It has a bag and a board on it, and it has Mylar. So,
does it have scotch or does it have packing tape directly on the comic book?
It doesn't. It actually has painter's tape directly on the bag. I don't like to put any packaging tape or blue tape or any tape on the comic book bag itself. I ruin more comic book bags, and you risk bending the comic. Bane of my existence. Anybody who uses packaging tape on your comics, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's highly recommended by MT.
I am. Vimmy remembers from a couple weeks ago. There has been Green Machine. There's actually been quite a new collection.
Hold on, that's none of your business, Mississippi.
Corner of collecting for these foreign books. They used to be nobody really wanted them. As much as we berate Comic Tom, I think he's the one who really started that niche collecting for foreign books, or at least put a little bit more fire underneath it. But there are some cool stuff out there for foreign.
Let me see the damn book, man.
So
Oh, nice. Let me see. Okay.
I have been collecting
Oh yeah, you like
key Skrull appearances, and as you all know, the Krees and the Skrulls have been at war forever.
Mhm.
Skrull war that happens at the end of the
I
day.
think like 1991. I think that started.
And Captain Marvel is a Kree, and this is the Kree's super soldier known as Clert the Super Skrull. He has the 4 powers of the Fantastic Four.
Right.
I've been snapping these up. I've got a lot of these now. And this one, unfortunately, is not quite the grade I had hoped it was going to be. I'm seeing 3 ticks on there. We're not going to part through grades. Nobody wants to see me gradable. But at any rate, not terribly disappointed. Definitely cost me some money. Some other ones that I've got.
I agree. I don't know what's worse, your unboxing or you crying after the book gets revealed.
Take your pick. I love the Howling Commandos. It was one of the comics my dad had collected that I inherited. They were kind of in rough shape, but that's why I've always liked Nick Fury. These are a couple high-grade copies I got from one of our panel members.
Nice.
Shall not be named, but this series ran for 160 some issues.
Jeez.
They had that on Marvel and I think our Army at War in DC.
And if you want, if you kind of like James Bondy type things, the Secret Warriors that came out maybe 2012, 2015, maybe something around there, was a phenomenal series. The interior art is fantastic. The writing was fantastic. It's the last ride of the Howling Commandos when they all get killed off, and they bring in the new, younger team. Very cool read. And that's also the one where Contessa Valentina, Nick Fury's love interest, becomes Madam Viper.
Oh yeah, I got
This person gave me. We don't have the stickers that we had last time, but we have these cute little cards this time. And look at this, Paul, a coupon. A coupon. Somebody's on a copy of that for everybody in the community. Paul does love a good coupon.
a coupon.
Ooh, okay. I don't need post-it notes for this. I have been. And I could, I guess I can't lay my hand on it. I've been kind of filling out a pinup comic pull box that I'm going to do. And one of the ones that I just recently started picking up a lot of was the Street Fighter swimsuit editions.
Yeah, I just saw those somewhere.
Oh yeah, those were Carlos' pick of the week right here. Oh man, look at that.
Phenomenal cover there, little Egyptian gal.
That's supposed to be an Egyptian gal, you know. That's what I'm talking about.
No post-it notes required, Michael. And Jen snapped up my other one of these, but this is Street Fighter swimsuit edition.
Oh yeah, that's
swimsuit special. This
Chun-Li, ain't it?
The nighttime variant.
No, that's Cammy.
$350.
Same thing.
But this is Cammy, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Cammy. Hey,
Cammy.
hey, so how many of those did you get?
2.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna have to talk about that because you're gonna have to pair that up with my Chun-Li. I'm gonna have to come after that, buddy.
They're just so well drawn. I'm a big fan. Okay.
They are. They're beautiful. That's a good. I'm so happy you get to go and beat everybody. It's amazing that you beat thousands of people to get those amazing covers that I sometimes am able to get from you. So it's awesome. Thank you, man. If you're able to see it.
What I've been talking about, one of my all-time favorite new supernatural thrillers from the Bronze Age horror sci-fi thing is The Valley of the Worm. This is a Robert E. Howard story, who created Conan and Solomon Kane, and classic story here. Roman Curtis thought that this was Paul's book. the other night. But so I've been buying a lot of this. I love this book just because I love the cover. Phenomenal cover. Oh, this is a cool one. This is the book I've actually been chasing for a couple of years now, and just like have passed on low grade copies because I wanted a high grade copy. This is the Blast from the Past from my childhood. I can remember the cartoon; it was terrible. But Star Wars: The Droids, number one. R2D2, not quite the right colors, but hey, we'll take it. Rock'em Sock'em Robots in the back. Yeah, Mike Lofton, that worm cover is smoking hot. Save the blue tap for those baseboards. I don't know what that means.
The blue tape, the blue painter's tape.
Oh, I've got rolls and roll. I buy it.
Yeah.
I don't skimp on packaging. I don't skimp on tape.
Yeah.
Skimp on any of that. So what's a couple extra dollars to make sure you get your books? At any rate, have you ever owned this one, Carlos?
I have. I don't have one now, but yeah, I remember that one.
Did you ever watch the cartoon?
Oh, dude, are you kidding? I love the cartoon.
They were comic relief for the Star Wars series.
Yeah, this is so much nostalgia right here.
Next week's show, I'm putting together. I got a bunch of 80s cartoons, maybe into early 90s cartoon comic books. And I can go back into Hanna-Barbera possibly, but I've been stacking up action figure and 80s comic or 80s cartoon comics that I knew you would enjoy, Carlos.
Nice.
And Alf from Melmac. Okay, this is what a lot I've been waiting on here for a while. I have had a really hard time getting the Living Mummy comics. I don't know why they're so hard to get. I assume because they're lower print counts. It's kind of like we think about the bigger Frankenstein, certainly Dracula, right? But the Mummy's kind of gone under the radar a little bit. I think come Halloween, the Mummy is going to pop off. I'll be interested to see if they put him in the holiday special. These are not necessarily super high grade, but again, I can't find them to buy high grade copies. Like anybody who's got them won't get rid of them. Here he's going up against the tank. Again, I'm not a huge horror fan, but once I get started trying to collect something in particular, I have to get them all. I'm sure.
Mike Lofton's asking were the monkeys ever in comics?
Yes. The monkeys were in a DC book.
Wasn't it a Batman comic? They either teamed up with him or something in a Batman comic, I thought.
They were in Teen In, Betty and Veronica book. Okay, well, I will. Oh, okay. I'll show these couple more I've got here in front of me. This came with a free. Droids came with a free book. No idea what that is, but what is that?
Birthright.
No, Birthright's that's an indie book. I think it has to do with. I have the original number one, not just the Image First. It's a cool story. I don't know if anything ever happened with it.
Strictly Comics rule on Image Comics.
Yeah, always pick up Image number ones.
Okay. Again, another run I'm trying to fill out in duplicate is Invaders. Some really awesome cover in Invaders. So I was showing some Golden Age heroes. So these are a couple Golden Age heroes that come back in this Invaders fighting the Nazis. I just cut it, Mike Lofton, opening a comic because, as Carlos knows, I have a very specific type of razor knife that I like to use, and it's buried on the other side of the room. So I went to this type of knife, and I hate using these, and that's why I nicked myself. So I only use the snap knives, okay, the wider snap knives, because the blades are thinner. You can get them in deeper if you want to, right? And you can always click them off and get new sharp. These blades are thicker, So it's harder. It's harder to make cleaner cuts when you're cutting cardboard to package stuff.
I like how you just make an excuse of how you just hurt yourself, and then you're like, well, it's because it was thicker.
I blame Paul. Hashtag blame Paul. Here you go. This is where Red Skull has his float in the Macy's Day Parade. Cool Red Skull cover. And this is what, Paul Comics?
Oh, Union Jack.
Yes.
Union Jack, yeah.
The second Union Jack.
There you go, Mike Lopton. Let him know, Mike Lopton.
Ocean might be watching.
Safety violation to safety.
The Spitfire, which is what was Spitfire? Spitfire was a plane flew by the British that was basically the Battle of Britain that saved them from being annihilated. And then you get Paul's battleship. Oh, wait, no, that's the London Bridge. What's the name of that bridge, Paul?
I have no idea.
You were in London, were you?
No, I was never in London.
That's the Tower Bridge next to Big Ben.
Never knew that.
You're going to have to wait till the end of the show, Mike Lofton. It's happening.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Don't forget, Mike Lofton. It may not work because he tried it.
I've already tested it 3 times.
Oh, that's
one of Roman Curtis's favorite books, First Vindicator.
He just likes it because Wolverine's getting punched.
I think so. He's punching the Canadians, Paul. Do you notice that? Canadian violence. I love this cover. This isn't worth as much as the other ones in the 50s. Some of those are like $400 comics. This one's
was that Steranko good?
Steranko goodness.
Yeah, I think he man, what the hell you doing all the great?
This is a nice high grade copy of 55 I got from Champ. And of course,
that's a Steranko, yeah.
Classic Steranko. This is when Cyclops dresses up like Eric the Red. Why he's got stuff coming out of his fingertips, God only knows. This is the 3rd appearance of Lorna.
I mean, that's what they did in the 70s. That's pretty good right now.
I don't know why he's got like a little cat shadow there.
I guess it's to scare the heroes, The cat will scare them.
And I also got a really nice copy of 51, the first appearance of Polaris, but I can't lay my hands on it. I did get 3 copies of this week too. Did I hide that other one? Yeah, maybe I did. I got the foil copy too. But this is infamous for having the Skin Flick mags and the KY assortment there.
I think when they interviewed Greg Horn, that's what his fantasy was, for a woman just to bring pizza and video games and all that. That's every man's dream or something.
Well, she's not pushing a lawnmower, Paul.
So it covers. So Mississippi said Barry Windsor Smith did the 55.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think it.
Yeah, I'd say that's Barry Windsor Smith. Oh, I see it's got a little tape hole at the top. So. So a great book. Well, anyways, let's keep things marching along. Everybody came to see Paul's Civil War package opening.
All right. Before we get to that, though, hey, I'm going to bring up, I'm going to show a couple books here real quick, but just a quick reminder, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure and do so tonight if you're enjoying the show. We are approaching our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and we're going to have a whole bunch of books that we're going to be giving away on that very special episode, and it is a big milestone for the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, or maybe you haven't been subscribed for a while, make sure and consider doing so, because we'd love to have you be a part of the community. That way you can also be a part of all the community polls that we do and all the other fun stuff that will be coming down the pipe. So what's up, Strictly and Daniel Castro? Good to have you guys with us. Same to you, Venomized McCall. Southern Comic Geek. You popped in a while back, but I didn't shout you out, so I just wanted to say hey and glad you're here. So the whole reason I drove to Baytown, which is about an hour away from my house, to get with back pain and everything, I was to get Tony Isabella, the creator of Black Lightning, to sign my run of Black Lightning books. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these real quick. So this I picked these up from my LCS a couple months ago because I just have always liked the character and the costume design and just the power set and his recent iteration. But didn't really watch much of the show. But when I found out that Tony Isabella was going to be at Eastern Rim Con, I thought, man, this is excellent opportunity. Just really gracious, fun guy to be around. So I took issues 1 through 10 of Black Lightning Volume 1, and then I took a couple of copies. And then I got a couple other books, so I'll show those real quick. So this is my copy. These are PC, so they're not like super high grade, but they are, my personal collection set. So this is Black Lightning number 1. And I had him sign in blue metallic marker right there on the lightning bolt. So, and I put this at about a fine plus to very fine minus. Definitely needs a press, but it does have some spine ticks. So that was number 1. I had him do number 2, sign down here in silver. I had him do number 3. Had him sign across Black Lightning. I still have to change out the bags. Here's issue number 4. He signed up here. He signed up there in the corner. Issue number 5 had him sign down here under the Black Lightning logo. Mm-hmm. I had him sign here in blue metallic. It didn't quite show up as well, but that's okay.
Yeah, he told you that it was going to show up that good, but you still told him to sign it anyway.
I really liked this one, number 7, where he signed over the Shadow character. I think
it would have been better signing in the orange like I instructed you to.
I think let's see. Yeah, he signed on the big guy here, which I thought was kind of cool. I like that. And then here's number 9. He signed along the edge there. And then number 10. I did not have a copy of number 11, which was the final issue of the run. So let's see, where did he sign? Where did he sign here?
Well, you told him to sign, man.
Oh, there he is at the bottom.
Oh,
there he is. God. Yeah. All right. Then I had I found 2 copies of Black Lightning Cold Dead Hands, issue number 1. They both do have a nasty spine, a couple spine dings on them, but I went ahead and had him sign them anyway. So I figured I wanted to keep one for my PC, and then another one will probably show itself on a giveaway show. So he signed those. Last thing, so Marvel had approached Tony Isabella because he didn't just create Black Lightning, he also co-created Misty Knight from the Luke Cage Heroes for Hire series. And so they had approached him about doing a short run, 1,500 copies of Marvel's Greatest Creators edition of the first appearance of Misty Knight. So he signed and numbered them. He only got 1,500 of them. I got number 575. There he signed it under his name. And I just thought this was a really cool, it's a reprint. It's essentially a True Believers reprint, but with a different cover. But I just thought it was so neat that it had him on it. I went ahead and picked this up as well. So, and last thing I'll show is some Stray Dogs book on the last round, but I'm going to go ahead and pass it along. Let's see. Yeah, I hear you, El Green. So yeah, I don't know why Paul's giggling. He does that. All right, so let's keep moving along to Jen. Jen, what do you got for us this round?
All right, guys. So I'm sure you guys have seen this. I don't know why this cover doesn't get so much love, but you guys remember this? It's the Bat cat, the black cat. Let's say the Bat cat, but a black cat. One of her first solos. I think this was her actual first solo, but I got like 1, 2, just beautiful work. Look at the facial expression. Looks almost like Greg Land drew that one right there, right? Like, right? So like, and then you also have this one right here, a really cool cover too. And then this is an homage cover. It's the one with Spider-Man. Remember how he has that cover where he's beating up somebody? Well, they use the same thing with the Black Cat. It's a really cool run. I've always wanted this one, so it's nice having this. Then I got this one for the wifey over here. Also came in.
Nice.
This is the one. Mine is a newsstand over here, but so yes, this is the first time she breaks the fourth wall, but it's also the dialogue on here about about her. This is actually an homage, or it's something she says in the last Sensational.
Yeah,
She-Hulk.
so this one says that she'll tear them up, and then issue 60 says, "Now hand over your X-Men comics because I'm gonna tear them up or something."
Yeah.
Because
So Paul, he's been trying to sell this book, and I don't know why people don't jump on it because this book has gone up. Like I was looking it up, and I was like, "Oh man, I had to get this for her because when I got it, it was a little bit cheaper." But in the last week, since episode 2, this book has shot up to like 30, 35. It's like Paul selling it at 30, 35 is a really good price because it's just near mint. Now they were shot up to like 50, 60, $70 for near mints. So whenever Paul puts up good books, man, just pull the trigger on him. He doesn't lie about his prices. He's always, he always tries to hook you guys up. But this came in and I was really happy. If I had not got this, especially this condition, I would have probably bought that book from Paul. I usually buy things that I'm looking for her. And I've bought a lot of things from Paul. Well, I've bought like 3 or 4 things from Paul so far, but I'll probably buy more things from him. Also got this one.
Yeah,
now this isn't going to her. This is not. This is going to me. But I like this cover a lot. I'm sure she's probably going to take it. Yeah, just I love this cover. Probably if I get something signed by Greg Horn, I don't really care for this area just because of the barcode, but I'd probably get him to sign over this, or I would probably get him to sign over the scale. So, which I think would be kind of cool. Then another one that I ended up getting was these also. This is issue number 3. I really like the way it looks because it was actually like issue 100.
Oh yeah.
It's just a really cool cover. Got this one right here. Ended up getting that one. And then I also was seeking this cover. So in this one, she's helping Wolverine. And I remember I had to get a better copy. I have another copy of these. But in this book, she picks up Wolverine and she cannonballs him for the first time. Usually, Colossus picks up Wolverine to cannonball him, but Wolverine goes, "Hey, I need you to throw me," and then she's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, get me by my butt and throw me." So she picks him up by his butt and she makes a comment. She's like, "Man, you got a real firm butt." And then he looks back at her and he says, I'm not don't get any ideas. I don't want Juggernaut's sloppy seconds. And that was actually a canon thing at a point where I think she and Juggernaut had a relationship.
What?
But she denied it for the longest that they weren't in a relationship. But there is actually a comic where she and Juggernaut actually did have a relationship, which is why Wolverine made fun of that. But one of the writers actually wrote that in this comic. Now I have to go off and find that Juggernaut comic, the one with Juggernaut and her. But I like the cover. The cover is very beautiful also. Just a very nice, beautiful cover. Facial expressions, everything. Another Greg Horn cover. Greg Horn's done a lot of cool covers, guys. I don't know if you've looked into his stuff. But, and then this would probably be one of my favorites. I know Carlos is probably going to get a kick out of this. But I ended up getting more of this. So this is the the White Tiger, the original White Tiger wasn't actually in a comic book format. It was actually a magazine format. So this is like his first appearance in a comic book format. So I ended up getting
Yeah.
2 copies.
Nice.
I was trying to go around, try to find the best one. I think one at the bottom is actually the better copy, but once I got it, I was pretty excited about that once I got it. But
Nice.
The worst spine slide ever.
yeah, well,
Worst spine slide ever.
yeah, well, get used to it. Anyways, so I'm gonna have to give one of these to Trax too and see what he can do with them. But
Yeah, that's Carlos's favorite book. He goes door to door to tell people about it.
Yeah, I just can't stop talking about the greatness of White Tiger.
And the last thing that I actually finally got here, guys, would be the Mandalorian issue number 2.
Nice.
I just got a whole lot of these. I just wanted to pick them up in case Gina Carano comes back in town so that I can just get her to sign a whole bunch of these. I got her to sign the Mandalorian cover that had originally came out. And I was just like, you know what? I usually try to go online and try to get pre-sales on these because they're just a lot cheaper. But I would say this cover is probably my favorite. Just so much detail on this cover.
Yeah, it's a really nice cover.
Was that a B cover, right?
Yeah, I got 3 of these. Again, I'm not selling these guys. I know some of you guys usually contact me on direct, but I'm not really.
Let's talk about that.
I'm probably just gonna hoarder these until I can get Gina on them. Be like, hey, Mrs. Carano, can you sign these? But then again, she's supposed. Cara Dune is supposed to show up in the comics if they're following the show. So I'm sure I'll probably just get her on the one that has her on the cover. But that's my lot, guys. Those
awesome.
for this round. If we're going another, I'll probably show another one. But so far,
all right.
Very
Let's
good.
move it along to Paul Comics.
Here it is.
All right, so
He's been
in
giggling
this folder right here, this almost had a civil war with the comic community. People were divided.
Divided.
No, it was
tooth and nail.
It was a very distinctive battle. When the smoke cleared, I was the winner.
Weeping and
That's what
wailing.
winners-
Gnashing of teeth.
Oh, and this okay.
This is how we pack comics.
So look at that. It said professional Paul Comics. Look at that. I don't even know whose signature that is, but y'all take a guess at who that is. So we'll open this up. I just want to say it was a battle to the death, but I prevailed.
Right.
Oh, thank you, MT. You added me a couple of these cards.
Did I?
More wound to the We Live cards. Somebody's getting hurt right there. I hear him.
So you use blue tape, great, to pull tabs.
So he didn't do a pull tab on this one, but that's okay. So he made an X right here for me. But that's what architects do. They design stuff that doesn't work. See, like this doesn't work. I don't understand about it, but I mean, look at this X right here. It overlaps, so it's okay. All right. So we'll get through that. All right, nothing in there. All right, got it.
Backer board on top and bottom of the stack. No tape on the comic itself.
So we pull in these X's because he thinks
X
I don't
marks
know
the
what.
spot. X marks the spot.
All right, got it. Back forward.
Ready for the big reveal.
And look who got the. There. Everybody that was asking who got that. Here it is.
$1,000 comic.
There it is.
Comic ever printed. Now, no pink wrapping paper. I only got yellow and white. That pink.
Yeah, he didn't put my Daltonese, but everybody was asking on the auctions and all that. This is the culprit that got it. And also, here we go.
That comic was so explosive, guys, that it froze Paul's, AT&T stream or his dial-up. I mean, whatever happened there.
All right, let's put these books in order. All right, to the most significant one. All right, we'll go. Yeah, we'll do this. All right, so this was an epic battle. Everybody's talking about that C2E2 stuff, but yep. So I got this book.
90 foily goodness.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
I got this book.
And what's cool about that one, Paul?
So it's signed by, was it Jadisco? Signed over. Oh, over here. There you go.
I love that
nice.
art.
That's the one I wanted from Paul.
Yeah, pull that post-it note out so people can see the artwork there, because I think the artwork's phenomenal on that one.
All right. So this almost ended comic communities around the world, but it was divided. They were like, we're on your side, Paul, or we're on the other guy's side. This almost ended. This almost started a civil war.
It did.
You know, it's all good. Better heads prevailed. You know, when the smoke cleared, your boy is the winner.
What's this comic book Carlos collects? It's part 1 of the Tomb of
Come on, Carlos collects. You know what's up with these. Come on, explain while I show them.
Jeez, I'm gonna take your
Just
card,
admire in defeat. That's all you need to do.
Paul snapped us away from Carlos during a heated.
And what's cool, I got another one that's really gonna hurt it. But so this is the book I really was after. So this is supposed to be the cover that they're going after for the. But also, look at that. Your boy had to go find another one. But if you could tell the difference,
Yeah, show
if
them.
you can tell the difference. See, one says $250, the other one says $299.
Paul was going to sneak that in there and make me believe that I gave him a newsstand.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, so you got direct, and then I found a newsstand for it. But yeah, no, this almost ended comic book collecting as we know it.
That his little stunt got him kicked out of the Carlos Collects Comics group chat for about 16 hours.
All I gotta say is that if everybody was asking, this is the guy that got it. All right, I appreciate it.
All right, so Paul got his victory lap.
He did.
Yep, when the smoke cleared. It's gonna get banned again. Look at them. But thank you. Yeah.
And I still, to this day, I will hold to the truth that Paul didn't actually want those comics. He only wanted to take them away from me.
That is not true because I told the
100%
Could be some truth to that statement.
He said. And then Strictly asked him live on the air, Paul, is it really worth losing a friend over? And Paul was like, yes, absolutely.
No, I didn't. No,
Yes,
he
you
left it
did.
out. He said, was it worth losing your friendship over? And I was like, click.
You're like, yes. He was like, let me bid again.
I was like, click.
Oh, okay. So that's Paul. He's gonna there you go.
Love that one. Let me show it full screen.
Paul said
Yep,
comics
you're
are
on full.
bust.
Yep. That's it right there.
Dancing Paul with old
There's
olive oil.
Hey,
It's the Siemens
Carlos.
Masquerade Ball. Paul, our favorite, this 10-cent goodness, our favorite naval officer, Popeye the Sailor Man.
All right. So now that we're back on MT, let's do this. Is gonna be our final round, guys. Do you have anything else to show MT?
I in lieu of showing, I am gonna hijack the channel here for a second to
Oh yeah, he needs to do
put
his
on a
giveaway.
promise I made yesterday. I kind of forgot to explain why I was doing this. I unceremoniously went over 1,000 subscribers on my IG. Kind of didn't even notice it happened. So I was giving away a slab. So I have some people. I have a race loaded. So I just need to run this race
Oh, cool.
real quick here. See if I can remember how to do this. You go to share screen.
You got it?
There it is. And then I click on this bad boy here, right?
Oh, they're frozen.
No, they're still dancing, baby. They're still dancing. All right, I've already shuffled it, and away we go. Boy, that's loud, huh?
So who's on here? Is it like everybody?
You're running like neck and neck.
I mean, damn, you had a bunch
Everybody who got something from me on Thursday.
How many people were on there?
Man, I won this
27.
one. I believe I had won
Huh?
this.
Done.
27 entries.
Oh, there's Jen right there in the front.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
look at Fort Pete, make it run.
Oh, for Pete Saki, he won last time in the regular duck.
You know, I won
Mike
uh,
Loftus
off
making
air.
moves. Mike Loftus.
Oh, there goes
Fort
Fort Pete on the bottom. Watch him. Oh, here comes Strigley.
Mike Tall.
Oh, where's Jen? Jen, come on, man, swim.
Mike Tall.
Wow, how did Mike Toll win with all that gear on?
And I sent him
He's
the
like-
invite to this show, and if he's not watching it, shame on you, Mike Tall. You missed a great race. But thanks, guys. Appreciate you letting me taking over. Let's see if I can get back and get this guy from quacking anymore.
You're a quack in a Godzilla suit.
Cheese and quackers. Thank you for letting me steal the channel there for a second to do that, to give away, to
Nice.
give back to the community, because it's all about you guys. We couldn't do it without you. We appreciate you coming here, commenting. Let me see if I can't show you at least one or two more books here you might like. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. These might be cool. Did I show those already?
There's a hidden motor on that duck.
There's a what? Hidden motor on
Yeah, I told that hidden motor on it.
it. Performance enhancing PED
Duck.
duck. All right, I'll plug this again because I did just get this trade paperback because I actually wanted to read this story again. Any more, I've been buying trade paperbacks of great stories. This was the Out of the Secret Wars with God Emperor Doom that Jen and I always talk about, right? There's God Emperor Doom. This had some great artwork in it, but it's basically Captain America and Devil Dinosaur trying to go save Bucky in this Hulk-infested wasteland. Great art in this. But at any rate, I did get this one in so I could reread the story. They put out a really great art issue about this. But at any rate, I think that's more than enough for me tonight. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate Paul coming with his straight fire open tonight. And Mr. Jen, good to be on with you again and talk about the books we're both chasing all the time. We definitely collect a lot of the same.
I told you. I mean, I said that yesterday when you showed me that stuff off air. I was like, holy crap, we definitely collect the same stuff.
And thanks to Mr. Carlos for having the show here with us. Come back and see Paul do battle on Wednesday when they rehash the acetate debate. Kidding.
Thanks, MT. Glad to have you on as always. Hey, I've got one more small stack to show off.
Oh, okay, great.
Second, this is the second of 4 creators I'm trying to get from the Stray Dogs series. This is my personal collection set. I got this set autographed for undercover price through Collector's Paradise. Back when all Stray Dogs was a log line, was just 1-sentence summary. And I saw one of the cover art and I said immediately, I want to have that book. So this was already signed by Fleeks, by Tony Fleeks, the writer, but Tone Rodriguez, who did layouts and some other work on the book. You see his paint marker that he used, which is really nice and red. So I have one set of A's, or a set of cover A's and a set of cover B's, pristine now, autographed by 2 of the 4 creators. I still got to find Trisha Forstner and then Simpson as well, who I think did inks on the series, inks or colors on the series. But this book took the comic community by storm with the style of art mixed with a very very morbid story. And then these homage covers just took over quickly, with the title characters being in famous horror movie posters, recreations for B covers, and then for additional covers like second, third, fourth, and fifth printings, which all issues did go to at least a fifth printing. They even had homages done for the trade paperbacks. This is the A cover for 5, now signed by both of them. And then this is the B cover for 5, also signed by Tony Fleeks and Tone Rodriguez. So I'm really glad to get that set. Now 50% of the way to being autographed by all 4 creators. And also, fun fact, if you own the single issues of Stray Dogs, in issue number 3, in the back of the book, you can see a picture of my dog, Cinnamon, because she was submitted and she got chosen to be put into print. So that's a fun little personal connection that we have with the series. But I'm going to go ahead and see Jen or Paul, do you guys have anything else to show?
Yeah, I have one more thing to show.
Okay, let's see what you got, Jen.
All right, guys. So I also got this in. I'm just trying to find a better packaging to put this in. I just don't like it sometimes when they send you really bad, like used plastic bags.
Yeah,
I hate that. It's just
so. I got this yellow one. Yep.
Yellow sticky bags.
So this is
nice.
This is the first time Namor. It's like the marriage between Namor and Namorita, or I think Marina.
Namora.
I think in Marina, right?
So
it's
yeah,
is it Nam?
It was Namorita. He was related to Namora, I believe.
Yeah, so I wrote Marina at the top. So it's the first marriage between the two. It's a pretty cool looking book. I do like border character covers, depending on who the artist is and how well it's drawn. It's a good looking book. Ended up getting this. I was trying to find a better packaging for that. I also ended up getting Mighty Avengers. This is the first Spectrum. Also a real nice clean copy came in. So like the fact that I got this also. And then I think MT is probably going to really like this cover. I wish I got it in a better condition. There's not a lot of them out there. Sure, a lot of people are going to like this cover. It's a Mark Textura cover. It's the red.
Oh, yeah. The Dynamite, great cover.
Very, very beautiful cover. But the packaging sometimes do damage the comic, man, especially if you don't do it right. Like that right there, for example. You can't really, like that will hurt it, and so will that. But, it's the cover. You can always, with me, depending on which company's there, if I see BCS that, I'll just put it under art label with Texera's, Mark Texera's remark on there, and just put it under art label. I also got Red Sonja number 1, 60 center. I don't believe this is her first solo. I think this is like her second or something. But still, very cool, clean book to have. Turn it sideways so you guys can see it. Look at that right there. Got a lot of detail on this cover. And then I had to pick this up. Again, it's the packaging wasn't bad, but they did it back and forth. But World War Hulk. I think the actor is talking about doing Maestro. I think he said something about how he wants the Hulk to grow into a more intelligent character. Well, if they go down the road of World War Hulk, we can eventually see something along those lines. But we'll see. Real cool covers, cool. There you go. You got your Superman ripoff right there, Mr. Sentry. Possessed. You got that. So another really cool one. And I would say I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to really show. I had those two covers, and let me see. You want me to put this on you, Carlos?
Well, let's see. Paul, do you have anything else to show? You got anything else to show, Paul?
I just got
Okay. Okay. Right. Wait.
I just want to say that good. When you want something, you go after it. So, this is a victory of mine.
So we're not going to give him the.
Get what you like. Look at just the victory lap here. Oh, wait, what? Newsstand? Oh, Interact.
Yeah, he's added books to that lot, at least one.
Man.
Like.
Thank you again.
I even appealed to the king of the auction channel, Strictly Comics himself, and he just shook his head. He said, "What can I do? Some men just want to watch the world burn," and that's Paul Comics. All right. So hey, I'm glad that you guys are here. Y'all make sure and drop Paul a line because he's going to be getting kicked from the group chat again for rubbing salt in the wounds. No, he's not. So hey, we've enjoyed having you guys hang out with us tonight. As always, this is Monday Halls Live, where we show off our past week to week and a half's worth of pickups, or in MT's case, the past day's worth of pickups. We all enjoy sharing these books because hopefully it'll spark some interest in you, and there'll be something that you see that you enjoy, and you say, "Hey, I want to go check that out." Look for it on eBay or your favorite comic buying platform. Thanks again for being here tonight. Just a quick reminder that we do have other shows here on the same channel. On Wednesday night, we'll be doing the giveaway show. We'll be talking about our picks for upcoming D23 MCU announcements, and we'll also be talking about books that we think are hot to pick now. I have one that consistently gets flown over that I'm looking forward to sharing a few books from. That just, I think a lot of people are sleeping on it, but the show is going to blow people away. So I'm really looking. It's my pick for the big MCU show that's going to put all the other ones in the dust. Friday features. Make sure that to check in with us on Fridays. Also, I want to make sure I mention that on the channel there is a community tab. You can go there and vote in the polls that are happening 3 times a week: Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. A new community poll drops, and then we'll be looking at some of the results on different episodes of the giveaway show. Also, we're looking forward to welcoming our friend Adam from Nerdmazing. He'll be joining us on an upcoming episode of the giveaway show to give us a capsule review. He's got some of the best produced nerdy merchandise reviews that I've ever seen. And I'm not just saying that to puff him up. I'm saying it because I really, really like the content he puts out. And I think you should check it out. So go on over to the Nerdmazing channel and check it out. And also tune into the giveaway show because he'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks for a new segment that'll highlight other channels within our comic community. Thanks again. This is Cross Collects Comics and the rest of the crew from Wednesday night, or from Monday Halls Live. Just wishing you a good night and hoping that you have a good time with your comic books this upcoming week. We hope to see you on some of the other channels and some of the other shows. And until then, take care, and thanks for joining us tonight. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you guys. Thanks for coming.
Later.
Come back again.